So recently I got this video recommended to me on YouTube. Now, the title and the thumbnail of this video really caught my curiosity as the Hindu-Muslim conversation has been quite prevalent on the internet post the release of the film Chhaava. We have addressed this in our podcast episode on Sucharita Tyagi. I come from a Hindu background, but I am not religious in the traditional sense of the word. I don't go to a temple regularly, nor do I preach about my religion in front of other people. My relationship with faith and God is quite a personal experience, and I think that should be enough. So whatever I'm going to be saying in this video is coming as a response to the video that we are about to watch, instead of my belief that my religion is in danger.
औरंगजेब को एक ऐसा जानवर बनाकर फिल्म में दिखा दिया है जो सिर्फ हिंदुओं के पीछे ही लगा हुआ है, वरना
One thing that is universally praised about Chhaava is Aurangzeb's portrayal that is done by Akshay Khanna. And I believe that it's being said that instead of making Aurangzeb a caricature evil villain, we get to see a ruthless ruler who despite his brutality has respect for the ones he considers his enemies, that is Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj and by the end of the film Chhatrapati Shambhaji Maharaj. Throughout this brain dead video, the guy talks about how Muslims are shown to do this and this to our title character.
हिंदू लीडर के पहले नाखून निकाले जाते हैं, जख्मों पर नमक फेंका जाता है, आंखों में लोहे के गर्म रॉड डाले जाते हैं और फिर आखिर में जुबान ही निकाल दी जाती है.
Here's the thing, everything that we see in the film is barely the surface of what actually happened. And why do you talk about this film as if it's a work of fiction, as if the writer or the director wrote scenes to trigger audience? I mean, I read it in class 7th that Aurangzeb put his own father in prison, and you're worried about that the man who's killed his own brother and imprisoned his own father is shown to be evil in this film. One thing that this guy says in this video is that most of the Bollywood films have a caricaturish portrayal of villains who are mostly Muslims. They wear Muslim caps, have no mustache and a long beard.
पहले हर दूसरी एक्शन या पॉलिटिकल बॉलीवुड फिल्म में विलन दाढ़ी और टोपी के साथ मुसलमान दिखाया जाता था.
Well, if I recall correctly, in a lot of films, I see the villains sporting a tilak on their forehead and are often shown worshipping Hindu gods. In the 2018 film Sanju, there is a dialogue that we do not kill anyone during the 11 days of Ganpati Visarjan.
हमारा फैमिली का परंपरा है गणपति का 10 दिन नो मर्डर. सोचा विसर्जन के बाद तेरे को ठोक दूंगा.
Implying that, oh, we are bad people, we kill, but we are also religious Hindus, so we don't kill during the Ganpati Visarjan period. We have leaked call recordings of Sanjay Dutt talking to Chhota Shakil saying वो चिकना करिश्मा को फोन करके बोलता है तेरी माँ
की चूत मेरे आदमी आके तेरी माँ चूत के लेके चले जाएंगे. बस ये क्या होता है?
Everybody knows about Sanjay Dutt's connections with the underworld, but the film straight up omits that. Now I completely understand that no one wants to mess with the underworld, so it's fine. But Prakash Raj and Deepak Dobriyal's characters, who are the villains of Dabangg 2, are shown to be sporting tilak on their foreheads. The villain of Singham Returns is a Hindu godman. The villain of Rowdy Rathore is introduced as a Gaumutra drinking Hindu who does a lot of evil stuff throughout the film.
पवित्र व्याकुल मन शांत धन्य हो माता.
In the Hotstar series Bad Cop, Anurag Kashyap is the villain and his introduction shot is him worshipping Lord Ganpati. In the 2007 film Dharm, we have a mob of sword-wielding Hindus who are willing to kill a child because he is a Muslim.
बच्चे के मुंह में धर्म को छोड़ रहे हैं पंडित, अभी खत्म कर देते हैं साले को.
In the movie Baby, Akshay Kumar's character gives a monologue about Gujarat riots, his posting there and how he saved a Muslim family from a mob of Hindu rioters.
पैरामिलिट्री में था मैं. गुजरात के हिंदू मुस्लिम राइट्स में हम लोगों को डिप्लॉय किया गया था. अलर्ट मिला कि कहीं इंटीरियर में एक मुस्लिम फैमिली, माँ बाप 13 साल की बच्ची फंसे पड़े हैं और एक रेडिकल हिंदू मिलिटेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को इस बात की खबर पड़ गई. शाम को हिंदुत्व का झंडा लेकर भीड़ पहुंची, तलवार बंदूक पेट्रोल बॉम्ब लेकर. 24 घंटे अकेले लड़ता रहा. 2 गोली भी लगी मुझे. 7 लोग मेरे हाथों मारे भी गए, लेकिन उस फैमिली को कुछ होने नहीं दिया मैंने.
So remind me, which big budget action movies are you talking about in which the villain is sporting a Muslim cap and beard with no mustache? Sure, you can name a few, just like I named a few in which the villains were Hindus. This guy goes on to talk about how soldiers from Aurangzeb's army look Muslim and the soldiers from Maratha army look like Hindus.
मुस्लिम कैरेक्टर जिनकी सारी फौज ही मूंछों के बगैर दाढ़ी रखे हुए दिखाई गई, जबकि दूसरी तरफ हिंदू कैरेक्टर जिनकी सारी फौज ही हिंदू लुक में।
Bhai, how the fuck do you think rulers captured land back in the day? Obviously by war. And we have historical proof of this stuff. What are you on about?
मुगल ऐसे दिखाए गए जो सिर्फ जालिम दरिंदे हैं, जो कभी एक गरीब लड़की को आग लगा रहे हैं, कभी हजारों लाशें दरिया में बहा रहे हैं, कभी दर्जनों लोग दरख्तों के साथ लटका रहे हैं, तो कभी गांव की औरतों के साथ जबरदस्ती कर रहे हैं।
हाँ तो भाई ये सब हुआ था ना, इसका हिस्टोरिकल टेक्स्ट प्रूफ है ना हमारे पास। एंड इफ यू से दैट ओ वी कैन नॉट ट्रस्ट द हिस्टोरिकल टेक्स्ट प्रूफ, then that applies for everybody. We cannot trust the Mughal history, we cannot trust the British history, we cannot trust the Maratha history, we cannot trust anything if that's the case.
चले एक लम्हे के लिए मान ले हिस्ट्री में एक्चुअली ऐसा ही हुआ था, मगर आज इसे दिखाने का क्या फायदा जब हर तरह के लोग इंडिया में रहते हैं।
In CBSE we are taught the Mughal history. But if we apply your logic, it's pointless for us to learn any of that. It's pointless to make films like Jodha Akbar. It's pointless to make films about Mahatma Gandhi or Bhagat Singh, Steve Jobs or Elton John, because you know all of that has happened and cannot be changed. You're trying to imply that there is no need to make a film about stuff that has already happened. Again, I mentioned so many films earlier in this video. Why does no one talk about the portrayals of Hindu in that? But people are so eager to talk about the portrayal of Aurangzeb, which, mind you, we have historical text proof of. Why is Rohit Shetty questioned about making the antagonist of Suryavanshi a Muslim, but not when he makes the antagonist of Singham again a Hindu godman? And props to Rohit Shetty for calling this out.
Jaikant Shukre was a Hindu, Marathi. Then in this universe, second came where a Hindu godman was there. Then Simba Durva Ranade was a Maharashtrian again. In these three negative forces were Hindu. Why isn't a problem? And it is very it changed my point of view of some journalists who I used to like them, that they are portraying, like I have seen in bracket somebody writing bad Muslims being preached by upper caste Hindus, which is very wrong.
Why is Sandeep Reddy Vanga questioned about the religion of Bobby Deol's character in Animal, but nobody questions him when he shows Ranvijay Singh Balbir performing a puja in his house after killing almost 300 to 500 men? See, these are not the things that pop into my mind while watching a film, but when I watch videos like these, my mind goes to this place ki okay, you want to point something out, I have a counter for you. And when I talk about the films Dharm and Baby, I completely understand what those films and those scenes are trying to convey about nationalism, about faith, about religion, about duties. I completely understand those. But over time, I have seen a pattern emerge of just bad characters being Hindus, but I have never associated that with being targeted. See, I have my own boundaries in writing, one of them being that I'll not heavily focus on the religion of any of my characters, because that's genuinely not how I think or focus my writing towards. But when I watch videos like these or reviews like that of Sucharita, in which people are terribly butthurt about portrayals of Muslims but cannot seem to care about the portrayal of any other person from any other religion, or we have the other end of the spectrum, people like Pratik Borad, it just takes all the fun out of film analysis and film criticism. And of course, when you are biased and make videos with that said bias, your hypocrisy is put on full display.